Hi, John Seifer here. I want to tell you about my book, Output Thinking, that contains things I've learned in over 40 years of running my own companies and coaching other businesses throughout the USA and Europe. Things like why Larry's business grew, but he made less money because he pulled himself away from managing his crew and didn't replace the outputs that are needed from a team leader. Or the car dealership that had to downsize in 2008 and was saved by looking at the company as a collection of outputs rather than a collection of people. That may sound harsh, but output thinking is actually a better way to manage people because you can craft their jobs to their specific set of skills and strengths. The book has several lessons on the downside of using job titles to promote people without a complete understanding of all the outputs that are needed. It's those outputs that are the reason we hire people in the first place. You want them to produce something. And yet I've found that most business owners make assumptions about the outputs that are needed without communicating them in detail to their employees. This leads to frustration on the part of the business owners when the employees don't perform as expected, and frustration on the part of the employees because most of them want to do a good job. They're just not sure what it looks like. That's why performance reviews are so treacherous, and output thinking can change that. The first section of the book is about the 6 different kinds of outputs and how to use those outputs in output thinking to manage better. The second part shows that what makes a company scalable is having systems to produce the outputs. The opposite of a system is often too much dependence on finding good people for the job. That's like the grandmother in the kitchen who can make really good food but doesn't have a recipe. Holiday meals are terrific, but you can't build a restaurant that way. Grandmas are too hard to find and they're very expensive. The solution is systems that lets everybody play at the top of their game, and that requires output thinking. The third section of the book is a way to take a holistic look at your entire company through the lens of output thinking and see how your systems need to duplicate and subdivide as your company grows. There are also 20 exercises for you to do in your CEO time, specific ways for you to work on your business, not in it, as the saying goes. I hope you'll check it out. You can find links to buy it at outputthinking.com.